we landing today, boys? So we got C10 that just left from Ace about a week ago on the trailer, and we are headed back to Louisiana, thankfully with the open trailer, which means I'm gonna be a little bit more comfortable, a little bit quicker trip, even though it is the same amount of time. But obviously with the open, I get to drive a little faster. I've had this trailer longer than the enclosed, so I'm way more comfortable with this thing. And obviously I'm still safe, nothing really happens to the paint or anything, no rock chips or anything. Never had an issue with that. I've had hundreds of cars on this trailer, never had an issue, thankfully. With this, I don't know what's wrong with the camera, the gimbal keeps moving, and then my beard is freezing. But oh man, this thing is ready to go to its new home, to Louisiana. It's about 13-hour drive, and then 13 hours back. I don't have a load on the way back, so we'll see. Maybe I get lucky and get something on the way back home. If not, it is what it is. There's no issue with me. It's just, if I could give somebody a better deal because I'm coming back empty, that would be great for you guys. And for me, obviously, it would be nice to get 2 trips, done in one. But sometimes things don't always go as planned, and it's okay. But I would always like to give you guys a better price than original, so it'll help you guys out and obviously help me just stay busy. But I'm gonna see you guys a little bit. I'm gonna go home, rest up for maybe an hour, 2 hours before I leave, fuel up, and then I'll be in Louisiana by morning. Alright boys, so we are fueled up, snacked up, ready to head to Louisiana with this beauty. It's gonna be a far trip. Oh, so I got the right tail light, not really right, but close. That one's brighter by a little bit, but I also fixed the center light. That one stopped working like 2 years ago, and finally just fixed it. It was just a wire that was broken, but this thing is ready to roll. Everything is good. All the tire pressures, truck needs to go up a tad bit, but this thing is ready for this 13-hour trip. Should be good. Smooth sailing like always. Leaving a little early. There's no really set time to get there. The guy's gonna be there all day, so he said just as long as it gets there safe, which it will. And then it's pretty straightforward. It's almost the same trip again, so it's gonna be super boring. But I don't know, maybe this time it's a little bit closer to Texas, so I am taking a slightly different route, but still, there's not much to see over there. So hopefully I do get to see some other stuff, but we'll see. Anyways, I'll get back to you guys in about 3 hours now, just because different trailer, I could drive a little longer before putting gas, and super light. Like I said before, this is my bread and butter. This one, I know this one like the back of my hand. So I'll see you guys in a bit. We are 2 hours away from the drop off. So far it's been smooth sailing. Speed limit here in Arkansas is 75 miles an hour, which means I could cruise control at 80 and not worry about getting pulled over. But this thing is still looking fresh, like it just left Aces. I've told people a lot of times, open trailer is just, it's not just as good as the enclosed. It's pretty much the same thing. It's except with the enclosed, obviously if it rains or whatever, you know, it's more protected, of course. But I had checked the weather and I already knew it was going to be nice over here, so that, you know, it went on the open trailer. Plus this is my I know this one like the back of my hand, so I'm able to comfortably cruise at 80, except I lost the cover. I lost it somewhere in Illinois, I know for sure. I think like maybe an hour in, because it was probably a little loose. But as you can see, I put RTV so that it could get stuck on the cap also, but maybe it was just too cold when I did put it, so it didn't get, how do you say, it didn't cure into it like super glue or something. But it is what it is. The only thing is that they are $15, and the amount of times you lose them, you're just like, you know what, it's not even worth it anymore, because I've spent hundreds of dollars on just those caps, just because I like how it looks with them on. So on the way back home, hopefully I pass by RMP Carriages, which is in Seneca or Streeter, I forgot, one of those. Hopefully they're open, that way I could get one or two, maybe a full set, just to have them. But they do take up a lot of room, so I'll probably just end up getting two, one extra and then one for the trailer. We'll see. But so far so good. I did stop for about an hour earlier to take a nap around 5 in the morning, I think. I figured I'd take a nap, let everybody get to work and whatnot, do what they had to do. So it did help with the traffic a little bit, even though there was virtually no traffic. But I don't know, I just figured 5 o'clock is a decent time to stop. And the gas station was super nice, and I look tired, but I don't feel too tired. But maybe my body knows more than I do, right? Who knows? 2 back-to-back trips to Louisiana, it's not a good idea. I feel like I felt when I did Houston back-to-back for Ace, which was roughly 40 hours both trips, and I did them back-to-back. So that was fun. Not really, but he wanted both cars back, so I made it happen. Anyways, oh, actually we have about 3.5 hours, not 2 hours. So I'm gonna actually call the guy just to let him know that 3.5 hours away. That way he could be home or whatever. That way he could receive the truck, or if he wants me to put it somewhere for him. But more than likely he's gonna be there. I mean, this is, who wouldn't want to be there for delivery of a C10? You know what I mean? Especially after it's being paid off already. So I'll get back to you guys probably when I get there. I'm gonna maybe see if he could either record me coming down, or if he's okay with me recording on his property. He seems like a pretty cool guy, but that way you could get the footage. So we'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, we have made it to Louisiana, where this baby is gonna be for a while. Unstrapped, ready to load up, just letting it warm up a little bit. So far this trip has been about 15 hours here, something like that, with 2 hours rest, I guess. But I'm gonna talk about it a little bit more in a bit, but just so I could get this thing unloaded and ready for the customer. Just a quick little show around the truck. It is a full interior. It's got sounds, got alarm, the whole 9. Super clean truck. Everything nice. But let me get this thing unloaded, get the trailer ready to go, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Yes, my truck runs on 87 and it does just fine. Just like everybody else's, just fine on 87. Nothing's gonna happen. Just pump gas. It is what it is. Alright, so we got this thing dropped off. We are Actually gonna stop in Little Rock, Arkansas for this camera just be flying everywhere. So we're gonna stop in Little Rock for a break. So I'm gonna drive about 3 hours right now, then take a rest, maybe an hour, hour and a half. That way I could drive all night, be home by tomorrow morning, no issues. But that way I could let traffic die down a little bit, and then it should be smooth sailing. Trailer's empty. I don't have any other stops, so that means I'm gonna be doing consistent, like 90 miles an hour or something. Nothing too crazy, just to kind of get home. Just doing a quick little walk around on the trailer. Everything seems to be in working order, but it is super dirty because I got here and all the snow melted and like salt or whatever, so definitely needs an acid wash real bad. The truck stayed pretty clean. This is actually a new Love's. I just finished doing not too long ago. Super nice, super clean inside. But anyways, pretty straightforward transport again. Chicago to Louisiana. Next day delivery, or same day, because it hasn't even been 24 hours since the guy called me for it. But he was super happy. I told him I'll be there at 2 o'clock on the dot, and I made it literally at 2 o'clock on the dot. He was like, man, pretty good timing. I was like, oh, you know what? That's how we do it. Super cool guy, old school. He had a Chevy SS, the all-wheel drive cab and a half, or whatever you call it. So I guess it's an all-original truck. And then he just bought this C10. I'm not really sure what he's gonna do with it. He says he doesn't really drive his toys, he just kind of likes having them. Which, I mean, all power to him, right? But he did buy it sight unseen, but it was definitely something that he liked. As soon as I got there, I just seen a big smile on his face. So, you know, I had literally just turned the corner. So he was waiting for me. But he did really like the truck. Definitely a nice truck. I mean, it has its little details, but it's not a perfect truck. It's a 35-year-old truck or something like that. So you can't expect it to be in pristine condition, especially for that price, which wasn't too bad. I think he got a pretty okay deal. Paid more than what we paid for my little brother's C10, but this one has sounds, wheels, it's dropped, it's got the full interior, it's super nice. So he got a good deal. Now we should be heading back home. Like I said, so far we're at 16 hours, but I've been taking my time. So realistically, I took 2-hour break plus an hour right now that I unloaded, roughly, give or take, and then breakfast. So yeah, about 12 and a half, 13 hours drive. So it was way better than the last one. It's just I'm taking a little bit more of my time on this one. There's no rush, and I drive way smoother with this trailer anyway. So we'll see how the drive back home goes. It's gonna be super easy. I mean, it's like driving with nothing on the back because this trailer's empty. This trailer weighs like 1,200 pounds. Basically, I don't feel anything at all back there. It's just back there now. Hopefully, I mean, maybe I'll wait an hour or two, see if anything bites, but if it doesn't, then there's really no need for me to be so far away from home. So we'll see how it goes. Something comes up, I'll let you guys know. Obviously, start recording, but I'm gonna see if I could get some outside footage of the sunset. Yeah, sunset. I need a nap of the sunset, but I get all that wind noise, and I'm still not too good at editing, so I don't know how to put a song into it or a beat that's not gonna get removed because of the copyrights or stuff, but we'll figure it out later. This is a learning experience for everybody, but thanks to everybody that watches my videos, that's liking them, sharing them, subscribing. I appreciate every single one of you. You guys make me want to keep doing this, so you guys can see what goes on with buying and selling cars, or how long things take and stuff like that, and the reality of it, you know, because things happen during the trip that, you know, you can't control. So it is what it is. But thanks to you guys for keeping this up, for keep watching my videos and stuff. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so quick little story time. I had to turn back around and meet the guy again, and I was already almost 2 hours away. It happens. Stuff like this happens sometimes, not most of the time. The guy was just too excited. He didn't check the VIN, which means he didn't look at the title. And when I grabbed the envelope from my center console, it was a folded up envelope of my own, of some other different paperwork, but it literally looked exactly like the same envelope that had the title in it. So when I grabbed it, I didn't think twice to look in it, because I figured it's the title, it feels thick, you know, whatever. I grabbed the keys and it was together. But I had a little mix up there. I'm just glad that he called me when I was 2 hours and not 8 hours, because then, I mean, it would have been fine. I would have just mailed it to him, but then we run the risk of it getting lost in the mail, stuff like that. Even when you do overnight shift, I mean overnight shipping, things can happen. You never know. So I'm glad he called me. So I turned around. We met halfway, so it wasn't too bad. And then, well, yeah, now I'm back headed that way, back north home. But now I'm about 4 hours backed up, since it took about 2 hours there, and then now 2 hours back to where I would be, where I got when he called me. So it is what it is. There's no rush to get back. It was just more of trying to get back before the 40-hour limit. There's no limit, but I was trying to beat 40 hours just for, I don't know, just to time it, I guess. But it happens. It is what it is. No big deal, but just wanted to let you guys know that small things like that happen. Next time I should make sure to tell him to verify the VIN or whatever. I don't know, me myself grab the title and look at it. That way I know it's the title, and not just some random piece of envelope with a bill in there or something. But it's okay. It is what it is. We're headed back home now. No harm, no nothing. Just going back. It was no big deal. He wasn't mad. It's just he was so excited with the truck that neither of us thought to look at the title, I guess. It's okay. Like I said, he's just super happy with the truck, so that's all that matters here. So now I'm just headed back, and I'll get to you guys soon. Alright boys, so we are pumping gas at one of our last stops for the day. So far, been smooth sailing. I did stop to sleep I put my alarm for an hour, ended up sleeping for 2 hours. It's okay. It just means my body needed the rest. I mean, I have been on the road for about 4 days now. Back to back, pretty much 2 trips to Louisiana. First one was with the enclosed, second one was the open, so it was better. But I started dozing off in the middle of Arkansas, so I just stopped right away at the Loves, parked on the side, went to sleep, and now we're in Illinois already. Got about 3 hours left or something like that. Nothing too crazy, but so far it's freezing. Over there in Arkansas it was like 36 degrees, which is not too bad. It's comfortable, you know, especially if you're from Chicago. But it's freaking cold over here. What are you gonna do? We live in Chicago. Nothing like Chicago. Anyways, I'm just doing a quick little walk around, making sure everything looks good on the trailer. I did lose a bolt let me show you guys. For this thing right here. That's okay, it's being held down by the actual wire. I seen it somewhere over here. It probably flew off by now. It's alright. I need to switch this bracket out anyways. And what the new one comes with the bolts for that one, so should be good. They have that at they have that at Harbor Freight, I think for like 25 bucks. So it shouldn't be too bad. Except it's just too cold to do anything right now. I'm just gonna leave it like that. It's always got pressure on it anyway, so I don't really care. Yeah, this trip has been pretty good. Actually, I don't mind being on the road for this long, you know. And then obviously if I need sleep, my body's gonna sleep longer than I plan to anyway, so that's okay. Plus I sleep decently comfortable in my truck. I've gotten used to it from the amount of times that I have slept in it. So, but it is super cold. Freezing actually. This way. Alright, gonna get back on the road and make it home. Actually, I got 4 hours left, not 3. Yeah, it's alright. It's gonna go like, it's a walk in the park after, let's see, $33 hours so far, which is still sooner than the last trip. MPG is a little low right now because I've been doing like 80 the whole way here, just trying to get to the gas station. I was like on half a tank, and everybody was just driving slow as hell this morning. And then we got one lane construction, so you know how that goes. But anyways, I will see you guys in a bit. Maybe wrap this video up once I get home, and then that's it. See you guys in a bit. Alright guys, and we are home finally after 38 hours again on the road. This trip actually was a little bit more mileage than the other one by like 100, something like that. So nothing too crazy. Overall trip went really smooth, except for the fact that I had to turn back around because I didn't give the guy the correct paperwork. I just grabbed it out of my glove department. I mean, my center console. It is what it is. No, it wasn't like, we were just too concentrated on the truck that we kind of forgot to check that over. He was really happy with the truck, I hope. He seemed like it. But trip was definitely a long one. I slept about 3 hours, I think. Yeah, because the first time I stopped, I did only sleep for about 45 minutes. And then the second time, I snoozed my alarm and then I slept another hour. So this one was a total of about 3 hours, roughly like that. It wasn't too bad. I did start dozing off. That's why I decided to pull over and basically take that 2-hour nap, just because it's dangerous. I shouldn't be driving dozing off. So the first time I felt it, I was like, all right, this is it. This gas stop, I'm stopping, and that's it. There's no arguing with it. If I feel tired, I need to stop. I've pushed myself before, but never to the point where I actually feel like it's not safe. And I felt that this one, mainly because this was going to be the second back-to-back trip to Louisiana, so I was already exhausted. I'm exhausted now. I mean, you could kind of tell. I'm ready for bed, shower, eat, go to sleep till tomorrow probably, and then tomorrow I'll take a rest day, and then Friday I'll continue my schedule. But definitely, I'm super tired. These back-to-back trips really get to me sometimes, especially because the first one was with the enclosed. If it wasn't with the enclosed, I think I would have felt way better. Everything would have went a little bit faster, not by much, but faster. So I did spend a lot less gas on this one, which is great. And It just, like I said, this aluminum trailer, I could drive. You know, I feel it, but I don't feel it. You know, I just look in the mirrors, and then I got the camera. I can see the straps perfectly, so I'm not too worried about what's on the trailer or even driving with it, just because I know it like the back of my hand. But that pretty much wraps this video up. All my customers were happy with both trips. Both trips, all 3 cars got there safe, picked up safe, received safe, and that's what matters. So again, I appreciate all you guys that like and watch and subscribe my channel. Hopefully I can give you guys the content you want to see. And also, I got sweaters coming, glow in the dark. You can kind of see the light hits it. It comes over here, sort of, you see, like, sort of glow in the dark. It's pretty cool. Cookie's getting them fixed up right now. Should have some by Monday the latest. So if you guys are interested, let me know. I'm still working on the price, that way they're not too expensive, and also to where I don't come out too much out of pocket. I don't mind. A lot of my shirts I gave for free, because I mean, why not? It's like free advertising, but that I paid for it. It's fine. It helps him out, helps me out, and everybody's happy. But the sweaters are more expensive, and they're good quality. They're Gildan heavy cotton, so they're really nice. So those, unfortunately, I do have to sell, unless you give me an out-of-state transport, I guess. I don't know, I'll throw it in for free at that point, you know. But we'll go from there. I mean, once I get the sweaters, we'll see if they go good. I mean, I'll have them make some more, and then we can start shipping them out or whatever. But again, thanks you guys, and I will see you on the next one.